people, hello, I am Kurt, you are the audience, but you already knew that. So let's jump into it. Today, we're going to be making this little Lego building piece right here as part of my motivational geeky thing. So let's jump right into it. So to start off with, like usual, we do get the references, and then I decided to try and go freehand, and that didn't really work, so I jumped and used the extrude and bevel tool that is in Illustrator to make a 3D look. And putting it together, it didn't look like I'd be able to use it individually, so I ended up sketching over the side of it and then drawing the rest of the detail in the 3D. Now, one thing I did find with this is using red and trying to get shades that are just a little bit different but not as desaturated or not as saturated was an absolute pain. Here you can actually see the whole shadowing not working yet again, but that's baby talk now. I've had that problem for weeks. But yeah, here again you can see that I'm having trouble with getting the right colors and trying to fit it all so that it looks neat together. I'm creating these little circle pieces here, like, you know, the tops of Lego pieces that you connect them with. They were really hard to place overall because of the perspective of it. And here you can see I'm trying to make it so it actually looks like they're individual bricks and not one giant design. This individual piece that I was making just there didn't really work out, especially because on top of making each individual brick, I wanted to have a mixture of the 2x2s and then the 2x4s, which I am actually creating here. The overall design of this I did enjoy. At first I thought, okay, maybe it's not going to be that good, but by the end of it I really enjoyed it. There are a little bit nitpicky pieces that didn't quite fit together, and you'll see me fixing those a lot later, but for now I was actually having a lot of fun trying to figure out how it was all going to look, and right now you'll see me trying to get the whole shading of the reds again, because it was really hard to get different shades of red that didn't look completely different or look like they just didn't belong in with the bricks. So it's definitely a play around. As you can see over the side there, I have lots of different color themes, which I ended up just taking the colors directly from. I'm one of those people that will spend hours looking through color themes to find amazing color themes that I can then use later on. Originally I was also going to put in the head, as you saw on the side there, for a reference, but when the overall design was done, it didn't quite fit for me. I didn't like the overall look of it with a head, so I left it as it was, without spending the extra time to make the head and then really go, okay, that was a waste of time. So here I'm creating that defined shadow piece and fixing all these little gaps that I'm finding when I actually fuse that into one merge. So that's a handy tool to find out if you do have any gaps in between pieces, is just grab them, copy them, and then merge them, and you'll see the lines if they are there, or if they're not, then you're set. Here I'm playing with different ideas for headings. I ended up going with keep building at this point, and then it was just a matter of fitting it to the image. So I used the different proportion tools, and here you see I'm going through fixing all those little gaps once again on the other side. And I'm looking at it and going, this doesn't look right. There needs to be more. The keep in the building doesn't really fit. So I'm going to add the word on just to balance it out a little better. And well, that's it. That's the image right there. So overall I think it turned out really well. I came into it thinking, oh, okay, I'll make a castle or something like that, but after designing just the simple wall and putting the text on it, I think the subtlety is key. Honestly, I love this design, especially the perspective that it gives. So tell us what you guys think. If you enjoyed it, give this a thumbs up down below. Is it still thumbs up? Cool. But either way, I do hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned a couple of things. If there's anything you want to see in particular, do hit us up down below in all the social medias. But as always, I've been Kurt, you've been the audience. Thanks for watching, and now, go make something!